So welcome on back, and this would be part B of the video. So they're in the little hamlet of Umag. Well, apparently the Tiefling Taverner was actually evil in poisoning the town. The message got passed off to Benwyn, and Benwyn comes on over and passes the message on that it's Deathroot. Doesn't have any damage for the first 12 hours. Starts doing 1d6 about every couple minutes. And then he had to leave because he has the game that he's leading himself and he didn't allow quite enough time. And let's continue. Unitsi, Dashe, are you ready?
Yes, all set.
Yes, all set.
So, he just came up to you, told you there is Deathroot, and then vanished into thin air, went off into the countryside.
I thought he would have disappeared into a portal below his feet, as most people do at the end of a game.
Okay. A portal opens at his feet and he falls through back to the start city. We'll go with
See
that.
that?
Yes, that's usually what happens, isn't it?
Deathroot.
Yes, but usually there's no witnesses for it.
It's a slow-acting poison. So I looked through my things and realized I don't think I can cure poison. I can heal you, keep you healed.
Do you think the chapel back at the town would have something we can help these people with?
That person is like really blank, but I can rummage through their supplies and try to find.
I don't think he has anything.
What do you think we could? Do you know of anything that can cure Deathroot? From your alchemical history, some kind of cure for it? Because usually in nature, there's a cure for everything that's bad. We can go maybe try to find some.
I'm sure there's a check you could do for that.
Mm-hmm. I'd allow medicine, I'd allow history.
Okay, medicine. Crap, I do that all the time.
Okay.
14.
I'll give it to you. Yes, you know a cure for Deathroot. And the
Okay.
cure is relatively easy to make. You need some green moss from a riverbed, and it has to be stewed in with fresh dirt from that's been mixed with some of the essence from the underworld.
Sure, I have all that.
So,
Well, just out of character, I know where to get all three of those things. Perhaps.
3 things. There's green moss and the dirt that's been mixed with. Oh yeah, fresh dirt. I mean that's everywhere, isn't it?
Fresh dirt mixed
Yes.
with essence of the underworld.
I think at the. I think I may be of help there. Maybe DM.
All right.
There's 3 sources I know of that I've told you guys about for the essence of the underworld. There's possibly others, but there's at least 3. 2 of which are nearby.
Well, time is of the essence. If this was a because if they drank it and by morning they were dead, we've. If you think you know where, then we need to go now.
Yeah, but he
Right,
is
so-
off being held prisoner at the stables for burning down the tavern. So, I mean, I guess he's only a good 100 feet away, so he can scream at you, but...
Well, I would have, because he just. Now, what did Ben say before he ran off?
he told you there's death. That the other guy said there was death root and there's poison.
Okay.
So we need to go find him.
So we need to go find him. So first thing we're going to do is go to the tavern. Go back to the.
As you walk outside, you see that the tavern has been completely burnt down. A pile of ash.
That looks like some gnomish nonsense right there.
Is there anybody standing around?
There's several drunk guys milling around. And of course they're chatting about the crazy gnome that burnt down their tavern. But at least the drinks are free tonight, so it makes everything okay.
Does anybody know where the crazy gnome went?
The riders from the he's stammering and slowing and that way, and he points off towards the stable.
Okay.
What about the owner? What about the tip?
A bum.
The bum. Where did the bum go?
A bum? He left us this fine keg here, and we're off carrying a keg through the town.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So we need a lot of herb.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go see if we can let's go to the stable then and try to get our party member back. Okay. Come on, Vash. Let's go.
I'm here.
So one slight correction, when I actually rolled the gods, it gave them gender and details and whatnot, and you got carried away by two ladies, Ola and Efride. So they're happily drinking.
I will burn your hearts. I will burn your hearts. You will become ash before my feet.
A very, very bored little guy. But what's a small 6-inch guy like you going to do to us?
Oh, we'll just have to find out.
I've been around for a number of years. You can try what you like, but you're not gonna burn me to ash. Is there an intimidation check in here somewhere you're rolling, or is this just you talking?
It's me talking. I don't think intimidation is going to help me get out of where I am currently. Am I bound in any way? I'm sure I'm tied to a post. I'm sure. Hands bound, attached to stuff.
Rather jolly. Well, I should roll and see. Okay.
Yes, you should.
Well, they're getting rather jolly, and they haven't left you as unattended as tying you up. They were taking turns dancing around the room with you. By dancing, it's kind of like a baby doll type thing, and dancing around the room with your feet off the ground.
I produce flame.
So what does that look like?
Well, we've got two women carrying me around like a baby who is producing various levels of flames in his hands. It is leaving several scars on his hands, by the way, because he's really not happy with the situation. He doesn't care anymore.
Okay, so you burst into file, and of course these ladies have been drinking, and so
yes.
I mean, there's just random alcohol around the stables, and the file spreads throughout the Griffin stables pretty quickly, and they're like, fire in the stables! Get the Griffins to safety! They've completely forgotten about you. They're all focused.
I will burn you all!
Come, Dor, you come. It's worse than we think. Come while they're distracted. Come on.
Okay.
Dor, later. We gotta save these people. We need to find some green moss, fresh dirt mixed with essence of the underworld, and someone thought you knew where this was. We've got to do this. More everybody's gonna die, even Bash.
What?
I suppose so. Out of character for a second. Seeing as I'm technically the conduit of a demon lord, would that consider me someone of fiendish essence?
Fiendish essence, yes. Essence of the underworld, no. So no cutting off your fingers to make the potion.
Oh, who said anything about cutting off fingers? I'm cutting off an whole arm.
It still wouldn't do any good.
You know.
That'd be fiendish, that'd not be underworld.
I suppose so. I know there's something magical in the tavern back there. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is of underworld.
Which tavern? If you're going back there, that's burnt down.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Well, if it's burnt down, those are ashes.
Okay. Yep. Dirt with essence. Okay. So we go back over to here and
So you're back in the tavern. Oh, well, you're on the foundation that used to be the tavern.
Wait for me.
Do I still see the magic, that source of magic I noticed before?
Are you using detect magic then? Eldritch.
Yes.
Of course, you're always using it. It's free. So over here, you're sensing something kind of down in the ashes.
Right. I just go straight forward and start digging at the site.
So you pull
I go
it
in
up,
and help him.
and it is the smooth, round stone that you're seeing what looks like a glyph of warding on it. And of course, there's something bound into that glyph.
Right. By how you've described it, I assume it's a magical object. If it is, then artificer's lore. If not, then just an arcana. Either one is good.
Okay.
You can roll away and we'll see what happens.
And since
would it be considered a magical item? It would. It's got magic and it's an item. It's a glyph.
Then what I'm doing, I'm looking for, since I know what I'm looking for the green moss or dirt. Since we know that he had, I'm looking for a bottle, a vial, or something, the ingredients to make it.
Green moss?
Yes.
Green moss from a riverbank. I wonder where we could do that. It's not like there's, I don't know, a river to the north.
I was gonna say there's a river right there.
Oh, okay.
You go collect other stuff. I'll deal with this.
All right,
Okay.
we'll get some green moss. We'll be right back.
Okay. So with your Arcana check, I mean, you're noticing that glyph of warding looks a lot like the same type of thing you were dealing with when you were dealing with wizards down in the south. But someone has put...
I wasn't dealing with lizards down in the south.
Oh. Never mind. Anyway, it's something that any of the Watchers from episode 1 are used to because it's something that is similar in the past. Anyway. So, it's essentially a way that you can have a spell cast by someone much stronger that's there and then can be triggered by someone else.
Oh, yeah, I'd have experience with that at the towers.
I thought that was you. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the Lizard Village.
South.
I thought you were talking about the Lizard Village. That's what you mentioned.
That's down south too. There's
Yeah, I know,
it's south.
confusing. Yeah, southwest, then.
Okay.
There's
south.
towers.
Well, due south of where you are right now.
Yeah, true. Oh, misunderstandings.
Oh yes, yes.
Right. So would this be considered a magical object or item? Sorry.
Magical items are almost always defined as something that has a permanent magical attribute to it.
Right. So not this.
Yeah.
It's a temporary magical thing.
Yep. Because the item itself is not magical; it just has a magical spell cast onto it. That'd be like saying that someone that attaches daylight to a pebble and throws the pebble, that pebble is magical. It's not really.
Yeah, temporarily magical.
Yeah.
Right. What would be the best way to figure out more specifically what this would be? I don't believe I have anything for that. Terrains, plants, animals with their natural cycle. No. Right. Would I have any idea of how to activate this magic sigil?
You're guessing that it would be something to do with the owner of the tavern, but you're not. You're guessing it'd be something significant to him.
Right. I'm assuming this guy is a jolly yeller, so I'm going to try and see if I can hear him on the distance or something.
You can hear him making his way through the village, one house at a time. Drink and be merry! Drink and be merry! He's over at this house right now.
I will kill that man!
Yeah, let's just go kill him before he... Well, oh, that we're not there. Sorry. We're by the creek collecting.
Yeah. And
it's
this
right,
moss
so he's in that area.
It doesn't take you long to get your several handfuls of moss.
Yes.
So we get the moss and we head back.
That would be logical.
All right. And then heading back, we see him coming over here. So we're meeting up with him there. Cult fanatic. Yeah, he's
a bum.
Freaking.
Door, what's going on? We got the moss.
Good. Is that all we need?
Now, my question, do we have to roll initiative for each encounter, or is it one initiative for the whole night?
If you guys are fighting, then you'll re-roll initiative. At this point, combat has not been begun. He smiles charmingly at you. Come and drink! Drink and be merry! Alright, open so you guys can see and count on it. 11, so that's a 13 persuasion, trying to get you guys to drink. I'd say at this point you guys would have advantage. Considering you guys know that that is poisonous.
Wisdom check, correct?
Wisdom save check.
Yep, wisdom save with advantage. To do advantage, you just click the ADV in the bottom left corner. So at this point, only one who hasn't saved that is Vashi. Try again.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Vashi, you get as advantage. You get the better of those. Unfortunately, that's 11. That's too little. And so Vashi starts to reach out for the cup.
Don't!
I knock it out of his hand. It's the effect. See? It's you're under his spell.
There's a slight tongue that guides you to his ale. I will not allow you to continue harming these individuals. Now, tell me what this ward does, or face my wrath.
Okay, he gets a wisdom save there. With no bonus.
I should roll.
So, oh, that was an initiative roll. Okay, so that's
I should roll intimidation, correct?
Check.
I'm rolling intimidation.
Okay.
Should I roll it open?
That works.
Open?
Yep, you can roll it open. And you have enough of bonus that you beat him now. Please, sir, I was just doing as I was commanded. Get everyone poisoned, and when they were weakest, then activate that item, and let some other guys come through so we can loot this town.
You colts and your incessant bickering. Why is it that I always have to deal with you people?
You don't have to. Just leave town, and in a couple hours, you won't have to deal with anything. We'll be gone.
Oh, I'm afraid I cannot do that. You see, you have fouled me and the one I inhabit. Now you must die! So I'm going to just throw a firebolt at him.
That sounds like
Okay,
an
let's
initiative.
surprise round. Now everyone roll initiative. Okay, and you miss, and it flies off into the wiffle bed. Bashe, you're up first.
Haha. I'm going to cast Bane on a bum.
Oh, he succeeded.
You did very well.
Does it do anything when they succeed, or is it just nothing?
Let's see. Nothing. So he's good.
Unitsi?
Oh, sorry.
Well,
The-
what was that?
It's double click
Double click.
above, it's single click below.
Oh. Well, I mean, he failed both, so it doesn't matter. It would have technically been the first one, so he critically failed. But for a save, that doesn't do anything extra. So he takes damage
Sacred
from
flamed
Sacred
him.
Flame.
I never rested, so I have one divine, which is my divines are heals, so I'm not healing his ass. So
Damage from Sacred Flame.
I thought I failed.
No, he failed his save.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's the
sorry.
save. Yeah. There's damage.
Poof.
All right, that's all I can do.
I thought we were going to be friends.
Not when
No,
you
that's
kill
just before you-
Billy.
So he walks up to you, Nitsi. I guess I will have to end this. So he pulls out dagger in each hand, and here's a cynical look on his face. And he leans forward and misses, and he stabs with the backhand and misses again. Oh, whoopsies. Sorry, that's supposed to be an advanced one. Doris?
You'll never
Right.
harm these common folk.
Well, firebolt.
Nice.
I will enjoy reducing you to a pile of ash.
Oh, you forgot to target him?
Don't worry, it hit, and it damaged.
There's multiple ways you can target him, and he took damage, so you did it one of the acceptable ways.
I say, ha! A dagger fight. I have a rapier.
Target
I did.
No, don't. You're not targeted. No, you don't.
No, it is targeted.
I have him targeted.
Oh, it has been attacked.
I missed him.
If you drag it over, you don't have to target him.
Yeah.
Either way
just
works.
drag it over and drop the die on top of his character. That's what I did.
Yep. So anyways, you missed with that. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay. Unitsi?
Okay.
And you were teasing me for bringing my daggers to your rapier fight. You can't hit me.
Oh, well, we'll see about that. And I hit him. I got my mace, and I hit him with my
Mace to the face.
I missed.
Ain't gonna hit anything.
Ooh.
Unity steps in and ducks down and swings, just barely missing his head.
I can't believe we were gonna not.
Daggers are the way to go. You step in and you slash and you cut and you dice.
You've rolled another attack.
He has double attack, but the second one missed.
Oh.
So the first one was with his right hand, the second was with the left.
Oh no, I see. That the thing I thought was an attack was actually a concentration check.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Right, forget what I said. Right, fireball.
Yes, it's nice that it does the concentration for us, so we don't even have to think about that.
Yes.
Very nice, definitely, and that's...
Dashay?
I'm going to use an effect. And I use Fairy Fire on him.
He succeeds, I believe that means
He
it's not...
succeeds again! Oh.
So you cast the bolt of light and shimmers around him for just a second, and then he flexes and the light shatters. He's free.
You are going down, bum. And I threw the thing and I
Not
cast.
Bum, it's Abum! The Abum!
So that means he made a save.
He made
Yep.
a save,
A bum of a guy.
and that means he takes no damage. Get
Or does he take half? I don't roll damage when it's a success.
Right.
That's not how you cast Sacred Flame. This is! See? And he lights you up.
Oh.
He only gets double attack when he's using melee weapons. Doors?
Oh, I have become sick of this! Fireballs!
And he dives down and it shoots over his head into the river. He smiles and he smiles.
Oh my god!
This guy's impossible for us to get. That's funny.
I mean, I had some good hits on him to begin with.
All right then. If you don't want to be hit with a weapon, be hit with the giggles. And I cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
He's currently unconscious.
He falls down to the ground, laughing hideously uncontrollably. He can't do anything.
Targus must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Did you give the wisdom saving throw?
I didn't roll for him, did it?
It did not, you just applied an effect.
I applied
Let's
the
say a
effect.
wisdom saving throw though. And what's your spell casting? And that's why for Tasha's Hideous Roll, you click the effect button. You should have clicked the cast button first, and then the effect. So,
okay, here.
targeted.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a job here!
Cool.
You know, you can't even get them in the wild!
Okay, cool. That works. So he is unconscious right now, I do believe. Doris? Which I do believe means everything against him is an automatic hit with an automatic crit.
Yes, he is incapacitated. Everyone has advantage on him. As he falls to the ground hilariously. Uncontrollably.
You guys, you're drunk and you're dying, but you don't even know it yet.
Stop, Miami!
This has been so carefully planned. Soon the rest will be here, and then you all die.
You're gonna axe him.
Yes, I would have used a fireball again, but this person pisses me off.
Even with that, you can't do much damage.
Oh!
We're gonna make this last a while.
I'm sure.
It may last a while, but I'm having a jolly good time.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Did you break concentration somehow?
No. The effect stays on him for a minute unless he makes a wisdom save.
Okay. It just removed the effect from him. So.
Oh, it did?
Yep, I'll put it back on.
Yeah, you'll have to reapply that.
There we go.
Okay.
He's still incapacitated, still laughing hilariously.
Did he roll his wisdom save?
If I'm remembering
I'm pretty sure he...
it's just the beginning, not each turn, but I'll double check.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it would be every turn.
Oh, yes. He's unable to stand for the entire duration. Yeah, he doesn't get a repeat save. That's terrible.
Oh.
I thought it was
Okay,
funny, but I
at the
didn't
end
think it
of
was
each
that
of
funny.
its turns and each time it takes damage, the target makes another wisdom save. So that's why it was removed. He must have saved on one of his wisdom saves.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so it actually is his turn, and he's no longer incapacitated. Okay. So he stopped laughing. The smoke spreads across his face, and he looks straight at you, Nitsi. No, he doesn't want you, Nitsi, anymore. Remove that. He wants Vache.
Bring it!
You thought you were funny? Let's see how funny this is. If the elbow dag was spinning around, and Minaka laughing, he lunges forward, and the first one slides over your head. And with his left hand, he lunges again. And you jump to the side.
I said stand up. You can't fight from the ground.
Oh. Well,
might as well just stay down there
to stand up. And he stabs and misses both times.
I'm still taunting him.
Okay. Doris?
Right, I'm just trying to figure out whether Produce Flame could be considered a melee weapon at this range. Because I'd pretty much be just slamming the fire into him from here.
I think there's an actual spell called Flame Sword. But I'd have to look that up.
Right.
So...
It might be, but I don't have Flame Sword.
Yeah. Why would it be... Why do you care
Well,
me
I just... Well, because it's currently a ranged spell, and I'd get disadvantage at this distance.
You're right.
Right, hand axes again. Well, hand axe again. Oh, God!
Vache?
You sly worm.
Don't I know it? Your end is soon to come.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to give Unitzi Bardic Inspiration. And that is going to give her an extra d6 on her attack rolls on her round. That's my bonus action. And then I shall slash him again with my rapier.
With your
Show him what it is. See? I'm milking this out. I'm going to cut him a little again.
Quit playing with them, Bash! So I hit him with my mace again.
Be sure to add a what was it, a d6 to the roll?
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
So
She can use it within 10 minutes.
So here's mine, and then here's the extra.
Okay.
Well,
how
he's
do you want
dead,
that to
so.
be? How do you want to do this?
How do you want to do what?
Does he have that essence on him?
Give me the basic story, and I'll flesh it out for you.
Smash him in the face with your mace.
Oh my gosh! This is for hurting these people. Ilmater will not tolerate this. And I just bash his face in.
So as Unitzi lines up, takes a baseball swing and hits him so hard, his head goes flying off and tumbles off to the side.
Is that the essence you needed?
You could try.
I doubt it.
What was he running to over here?
He was giving out more.
Probably more patrons.
Oh, where's the L?
He was trying to get more people to
We
drink.
got to go destroy the L.
Okay.
We destroyed him, now we need to destroy all this L.
There's a nice cask of ale right there next to where you guys are. It's not that big, of course.
Right. Well, I go knock it over.
It could come in handy.
Oh.
For what?
Oh, yeah, with water skins, and we run across somebody. Here, have some ale. And we give them that ale, and then we go, I'm not evil.
I didn't say we were evil.
Well, that'd be something.
Wait.
But if you have the stuff, you know
Wait.
how to count.
No. No, Vash has a point. If we bring this ale to the town, no one will get poisoned.
Well, I was just going to knock it over and let it kill the grass. But, oh.
Vash, what would you think if this fine ale was drinkable?
No. Okay, I go with both of them under the influence. I go and knock it over and spill it.
Well, that was a waste of ale.
We'll teach you better, Al. I promise. Oh, like that.
Where's that essence that you needed? What was it called?
Essence of the underworld. We got to green moss. Now we need fresh dirt with a mixture of essence of the underworld.
Is he the essence of underworld now?
I doubt he had any connections with the underworld.
He does now. Sorry.
He's got the essence of the dead, and not of the underworld.
There we go. All right, we need to find some essence. Some essence.
I'm looking. Okay. There's no one in this. How I can talk. How about us going back to the den? There was a student of magic there. Maybe he might have, since it's a magic thing. I mean,
Yeah.
do you play NPCs?
I believe he does.
There's lots of NPCs all over the place. Which one would you like to talk to?
At the Hypocrite Den, student of magic.
Okay. So he's he's had a good chunk of the cask of ale that was left there, and has been smiling and it's kind of swayed. Oh. Other one. Okay. Not the hippopotamus is Leo, the hippopotamus is Dan. Yeah. Very creative in this town.
Yes,
they all love
isn't
the
it?
hippopotamus. Okay. So this
Yes, the large water beasts.
But if everybody's affected, then they're going to be pretty worthless, huh?
Oh,
Not
nice.
when we give them the morning after remedy. Everybody who drinks the ale is going to want the morning after remedy, so they don't have a hangover. We will be giving them that once you make it. Then we can convince them.
Okay, so the Student of Magic is a very young lady, in noble and proper dress. She has this interesting aura around her. It seems strong and powerful, and yet humble and meek all at the same time. She has these pointy nails, but it also has her skin covered with all of these elegant gold gleaming scales.
Alrighty.
Hello.
Hello.
Always outside.
What was that door? What was that little one?
He's going to wait outside.
Always outside.
Oh my. He's had a bad day, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
And
Singed a little bit.
I hate to be rude, but I need to ask you. I know we've collected the green moss. The people in this village have been poisoned, and we are trying. Yes,
Death root.
with death root.
No, not death root.
Yes, and we're trying to find fresh dirt mixed with essence of the underworld. I've got the green moss to make a cure to help the village here. And I was wondering by chance if you had any in your pouch or know of any place close by, because time's of the essence. I don't know if you were here 5 years ago, but apparently this happened 5 years ago. And between the time they drank it in the evening, by the morning, everybody was dead in the village that drank this ale. And so we were trying to dispatch to make sure no one else drinks the ale.
Why, yes, I do. I did bring some with me. It's not much, just a few pinches, but and there's dirt all around us. We should be able to mix up quite a bit fresh dirt with just a pinch of essence of the underworld.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Well, gosh, let them go out. You and if you want to go gather all the people and try to get him to tell them there's L here, and get everybody in one place. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh my, I am Lindia, daughter of Orway.
Well, Lindia, daughter of Orway, would you help me make the cure for the people and help administer it?
Well, yes, I can help you with that. And so,
okay, wonderful.
She pulls out her pouch of various odds and ends that she uses for magical things. Inside of there, there's a rather small, very tightly wrapped. You can tell she's taking great care to preserve it, and keep it pure, and keep it bound up. And she brings that little thing out, and it's like, yes, this is what we need. Chef, we need one of your pots right away. And the chef brings out from the back of the kitchen of the tavern a pretty big pot. It's kind of rough. It's rustic, if you will. But it'll do. She starts mixing, you guys throw in a bunch of things. And you go outside and pick up just some random dirt off the ground, throw it in there. And add some water and start brewing this over the fire.
Okay, and I give her the green moss.
Yeah.
And okay, very good. So we're in making up the brew, and you try to get the first person we need to get is the first person that took it. We need to go get the lady in black.
Okay.
Please.
Well, Well, we'll bring it to her. She's not leaving her house, so when you brew it up, let me know because I'm going to taste it so I can sell it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, because Vash here drank it, and so did my other companion, Dor, outside. So, and we know a couple of townsfolk.
This all has taken long enough that you're right about the 12 hours when you started drinking and started this whole thing. So, people slowly around the town beginning to feel the pain slowly hitting them. And as soon as they start to slowly take that, 1d6 damage every 2 minutes, it's going to take a while for them to actually fall over dead.
Right.
It's a slow, painful death. And by golly, as they notice that you have the antidote, they come flocking.
I'll use my bardic song and play music and get them all here for the remedy that cures all.
Cool. And so they all end up, and you're not charging or insisting on anything at this point?
No, I would never charge to heal.
Cool. And so they're taking it and drinking and never tasted anything so bad in my life. If I must. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Lots of people are saying that type of stuff because it's made from dirt.
I just tell them no home remedy. It's never going to taste good. But we had the good. Got to drink the bad.
Yep. So, anyways, the town ends up being cured, and y'all get some XP from that.
Okay, and I give her 5 gold for her time and using the last of her a little bit to help replenish. So I'm down to 5 gold, and I give her 5 gold.
Thank you. You were most generous.
Well, thank you for saving the townfolk. But we've got to make sure that all those kegs are busted.
We did.
Okay, all right.
I'm assuming at this point the town realizes they were poisoned, and no one really wants to keep that ale around any longer.
Right. We also need to search upon and see who his masters were.
The glyph was supposed to open a portal for them to come through and rob this place.
Yeah, but we need to go find them and make sure that they don't do this again. May not be a thing to do today, but it's something we need to make sure that the people down at the tavern that we came from by the portal know about it. So we need to make a posting there on that wall that they had all those other things.
And I go to the lady in black and apologize.
Because she was right.
Yes, you were right. I was definitely wrong. I should have cast insight to get his intentions, and I didn't.
It was good.
It's all right, dear. We all make mistakes. And you did find us the cure in time.
Well, here's the recipe if in case it ever happens again. Here's the so that way you can, drink, feel great, but then no, you gotta have somebody sober, designated driver.
I'm pretty sure no one in this town will be drinking any tiefling's ale anytime soon. Not once, but twice they have come. Now we will reject them offhand.
Oh my gosh. All right, so how long did this endeavor take?
People have come pretty quickly, another couple hours. It's middle of the night.
Well, we need to get a room at the inn here and
rest.
At least rest.
And then we'll.
Didn't you get hurt by that little sticker, dude?
Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I am wounded. I was so concentrated on helping others, I totally don't care about myself. I do
so much. Feel free to take a long rest here in town.
Okay. Thank you.
It's the least we could do.
Well, Dora, what do you think?
And what I do the night before we all go to bed, I go to the tavern and I buy a craft or whatever of their ale, and I give it to Dor because I did promise him some good ale, and I give that to him.
Okay. Cool.
Is he okay? Dor, your mic's muted if you're talking. We don't hear you.
My apologies. I accept your gift. I'll be sure to savor
I
it.
think he fell asleep out there.
No, sorry, I was stuck in my mind for a second there. About this warded item, what do we do about it?
Bash, you made a comment about that.
Oh, I was just saying that we probably need to find out who they were trying to pull through to come here and harm this town, and at least post a posting back by the portal where the other board is. Let people know that there's some kind of evil cult trying to kill this village.
Or have all the townspeople there with pitchforks, summon them through, and surprise!
I don't know if we can reverse it.
Yes, if we want to know where they're coming from,
Right.
then I'd much more like to try and reverse this magic, if
Yes.
possible.
And at least put a information out there that, hey, there is another group out here that's trying to kill this village off, and they're up to no good.
Well, we could spread that word while we were healing people.
We never did search Abash's body to see if he had a contact or anything.
So, well, I
Or
figured
money
you
or
would do
anything.
that when you were all out.
His head was missing. I wasn't going to touch him.
Yeah, you don't touch a guy who doesn't have a head.
I mean, it rolled away.
You got a good bowling ball now. Okay.
Was that clerical humor?
Man, I wish Ben was here.
Hey, at least he got us a warning.
Yes. I'm happy that he was able to warn you in time.
Yes. Before you got burned down in a stable with griffins.
So are we heading back over to a bum's body to...
You remember where you left her?
Of course, this isn't a very large town.
Oh,
Heads don't wander either.
As you sort his
Gotcha.
body, you find a bunch of coins because he's been making off pretty well. And I dropped those all into there. I also find a magical scroll, the Scroll of Web. And that's all on the party sheet now. Unfortunately, as you finding it, he apparently didn't want any incriminating evidence. So he has no letter of intent or anything like that. The only thing that seems to tie back is that stone with the glyph of warding on it.
Well, a bum wasn't stupid. He didn't keep any evidence.
unless it burned up in his inn, his tavern.
Yeah, could have done that.
Dorvash, you want this scroll?
Mm, Not
I,
I.
no, I don't.
Door?
I don't want it.
The way we work with that is if no one wants it, it goes on the pile for poor people back in the tavern.
Yep, we can
I mean,
donate
back
it
in
to a
the
pile
town.
of pork.
When they're
When they're just laying around waiting for people to throw stuff on them.
So I don't think I can use the scroll.
You're a cleric.
Yeah. Do I use scrolls? Can I use the scroll as a
It
cleric?
can be used by a sorcerer or a wizard. Yes, you
Okay.
can, but you can only use scrolls of spells that clerics can learn. So you can
Okay.
use scrolls, you cannot use this scroll.
Okay. Yeah. So don't need that. All right. Well, yeah, we saved the town.
Wilson Caustic. Just saying.
So this is a relatively good stopping point where we can go back to the town. You can tell me what you want posted on the board and we can stop. Or we can go off another direction, keep exploring. It's really up to you guys what you want to do.
Let's see. It's only an hour left of this session, so I doubt very much can happen in an hour.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so we go
I'm
back.
fine with cutting it here.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so we go back to the Smart City.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we will throw the scroll on the pile of bodies. I mean, the poor people.
the pile full poor people, not the pile,
Pile of
of
poor
poor
people.
That is a key difference there. Hi,
Refer to it as that forever.
Yeah.
Come on,
There's a pile
guys.
of poor
There's a
people. Throw the scroll at
typo.
'em.
Honestly.
Go. Pile of people. Careful, there's a thumbnail.
I was
On the
really
symbol.
wondering why you were trying to provide aid, and then it's like, oh no, bad typo.
Oh my gosh. That Claire, you're forever going through that pile of poor people. Claire, leave the poor people alone. It's a pile of them.
Okay. So I'm assuming y'all want your cut of the loot you found on the guy. So
Of
that's
course.
8 GP, 11 CP, and 36 silver pieces for each of you. And what
Very
would you
nice.
like to
That'll
be
pay for some
posted?
ale.
Hmm?
Ah, yes. What do we want to post? An agent of an unknown cult was trying to summon the cultists through to destroy the village northwest of the
Windmill.
windmill. So we need to seek adventurers to find it. We'll leave the glyph there, so someone else might be able to pick the glyph up and find something out about it.
This glyph was
This glyph was supposed to pull the cultists into the town, maybe able to be reversed to go to the cultists.
Because they're in town, there is the Wonder Emporium, maybe owned by Zimbini, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't want them to like sell it.
No.
I want it to be there for.
So Doris,
What about the
are you
light
leaving
again?
it there next to the notice on the wall?
Right. While where the posting is.
Doris is
That
the
way
one who
they'll
picked
know
it
that
up,
there's a
so
glyph
he's the
there.
one that has to decide whether he keeps it himself or whether he leaves it here in the tavern.
Right, because Dor has it.
Yeah.
That's just my recommendation.
Sounds good. I'm all for that.
Hey, Benjamin, would you mind holding on to this? We found it in a village to the northwest. We don't want it active, so please take good care of it.
Okay. So he ends up taking it from you and posting it there, and I will rewrite the item and stick it there on the lore page.
Wonderful.
Cool.
Very nice.
Cool.
And when will this game be going on again?
I've already posted the next game, and essentially this is a series of one-shots. You don't have to come to all of them. The next
Yep,
game I
what you
will
can.
personally be leading, I think I posted as being Sunday afternoon.
It'll be on the.
Oh, wait, okay.
It's under the class planner, and I personally run 2 games a week for you guys. Yep, Sunday at 7 p.m. UTC, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
I personally run 2
And
games a
Dor,
week.
it was a pleasure exploring this world with you.
Yes, very much so.
We had a tiger's tongue or tail or
Oh, yeah, he's got a type. So he's
saved a snail man
Yes. Yes.
and saved a village from being poisoned.
Yes, quite the eventful adventure.
Yes.
So, how does this? Can anybody run a game, or only certain people can run games?
The DMs, yes. DMs in there?
So right now, only the developers, which is me and Thomas, can run games in this world. The long-term goal is to have a ton of DMs trained up to run these games in this world. It's a persistent world, so changes one group makes will still be there for the next group. So people that die.
Nice.
Everything we did is going to be there now, part of the world.
Yep.
It's really
So-
cool.
So I'm going to go back through and mark Obama's dead. His tavern there is still marked as burnt to ash. I've already done that, and a few other touch-up things like that. And
Next door.
other people that keep building, it just keeps building and growing. As you can see by the world map, the world we have to explore here is absolutely huge, gargantuan.
Yes.
And as many games as there's Ventures Living on, it's just touching the very surface of this one world, and there are going to be a bunch of worlds as we keep going. And it's long term, I'd love to see it being one 24/7. Just like when one group gets done, they log off and post the changes, and then the next DM picks up, pulls down those changes, and keeps on going. But that's going to take a ridiculous number of DMs from every time
Yes,
zone
definitely.
imaginable. But that's the direction we're slowly headed.
Yes, as soon as things are put put out to the public, you might get a few games similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So can I ask you a game mechanic question?
Sure. Oh,
Actually,
I
it's
should stop
two.
recording at this point.
Okay.